What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today and welcome to BOOTER COVE. This is a track created by Reed TK Films and it actually slipped under my radar. It was released on the 20th of September, but I didn't see it until today. So hope you enjoy this. It certainly looks like a lot of fun and I just like the concept of this as a whole. If I zoom out here, it's not a massive track by any means, it's fairly small, but I think it might be simplicity done well. It looks like there's some jumps that you can really have a good time on, throw it sideways, even right under the water over here. Hopefully the bike doesn't get too too waterlogged. And over here, which I think is a really cool concept as well, is under the water. You have just two jumps going back and forth where you kind of spring out from out of the water, back in again. And a very simple-ish concept, but one that I'm very excited to try. So let's see how she rides. If you've been putting off buying that new MX gear or you're just looking for some new daily MX related clothing, then head on over to fxrracing.com. Code MXPR_Lins15 at checkout will give you 15% off all motocross and lifestyle products. This code is applicable to the European, Swedish and Norwegian websites, not Canada or the USA. And whilst I've got your attention, you may as well subscribe to the channel. It's just one click of a button and it puts a big old smile on my face. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Right, so I am not afraid to say I have completely stolen Aiden's setup. I've got his gear on, I've got his bike on as well. Probably the best looking Suzuki the entirety of the game. So shout out Aiden to that, even though I asked zero permission. Oh god, that survived things straight away. Right, I believe... Right, it's not sand traction. However, in the post of this, Reed does say that the track is meant to be slippery, so I'm just going to try and be a little bit on the reserve side in terms of throttle inputs today. And we'll kind of ease our way into it, because obviously I've been using a lot of factory bikes as of late, which are known to be a bit more grippy than the OEMs are. So not just going from extra grip to less grip, but going to even less grip because the track's meant to be slippy too. So let's go through these water parts. Going to have a little back and forth, see where we end up here. Based on the track map, again, it's not a massive track by any means. It's just meant to have some big old booters to get a little bit steezy on, and straight off the... Please land that. Please, 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 please. Here on X Games mold. Wasn't even intentional. Didn't mean to do it whatsoever. But we're going to learn the track a little bit as we go. See if how bootery these booters are. And I can't lie, a little upset so far that they're not as big as I expected them to be. Have I done the usual thing and gone completely overkill by riding a 450 that shouldn't be ridden? That is hella slippery. Okay, I have no idea what the traction is used for this is. I don't think it's soft soil and it's not sand, because usually you can hear when it's sand. But, you know, that's the point of it. I don't think it's meant to be a wide open track by any means. Just simple, fun idea. Get on the brakes, please, round to the right. And I think it might be misnamed a little bit. I can't lie. I think there's, what was there, like 3 jumps in that last lap by itself? Although I do imagine that if you was to get a couple of friends on this, it would be absolute takeout central, which could be a good laugh. So might need to recruit the boys at some point. All right, let's jump into the water. A little bit scary, where you can't see exactly where you're landing. You just have to hope that you don't land on a bump or anything like that. Let's go on the brakes, round to the right. I wonder if we can clear this entire thing in one jump. No. No, 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 no. Not again, surely not. Oh, I thought Promoso was going to be nice to me there. I really, really did. I thought I was going to have a good day. I mean, let's catch up on things, I suppose. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. I'm recording this a little bit ahead of time, but I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video, which was on a game called Kartcraft, which I've really, really been enjoying spending my free time on as of late. If there's any karting enthusiasts that watch my channel, I hope you got a little bit of a kick out of that, or if you had no idea that the game existed, then hopefully I've broadened your horizons a bit. Unfortunately, it's kind of in the same boat as MX Bikes. It's not the most heavily developed games, and there's no proper online for it in regards to setting up your own servers and such. It's just a case of hop into the, I guess, pre-organised sessions and just run laps now and then. But really, really good fun. I do thoroughly enjoy it. And also, what's new for me, if you don't follow me on TikTok yet, I highly recommend you do so, because I finally managed to get to, I guess, like the upgraded monetization status, if that's the right way of wording it. So it was mostly in America, but it's actually been extended out, and I've managed to get it now where I guess the payout for videos is just much, much better than what it used to be. For example, I had one video that got, I think, I had 75,000 views, and it made £25, which it doesn't sound like a lot from YouTube's perspective, because 75k views on YouTube is definitely a lot more than £25. in the grand scheme of things. I think I know it always fluctuates from time to time, but if I have a day where I've got like 30,000 views across the entirety of the channel, it works out being maybe like 40-ish or so. So yeah, YouTube's better in that sense, but then YouTube doesn't have the reach that TikTok has. I think anything that you upload on TikTok has the chance of just absolutely popping off. So for example, I had one video that randomly got to that 75k mark that got me £25 from it, and at the time of recording this I've had another video that I posted that got to 100k at the time of me recording this, but the monetization hasn't caught up with that yet, hasn't recognised those numbers, so it'd be quite interesting to see how that works. But it's just makes me very, very happy, because in times where the YouTube views and stuff have started to dwindle, I guess with the game getting a little bit stale, and hopefully with the release of the new OEM packs and the new factory packs whenever they come out, hopefully that will kind of revitalise the game a little bit for people and make it kind of pop off again. But yeah, in a time when the game's been struggling a little bit for me, it's very nice to have, I guess, a second avenue to spread myself out into. So, I mean, follow the TikTok, it's at LinzMX. There's just a bunch of random stuff on there all the time, whether it's kartcraft videos, MX Bikes videos, whatever other random stuff I can think of at the time. The whole catch with this other kind of monetization on there is the videos have to be over a minute long. So, if ever it is just me running laps on the game, it will have to be a longish track or 2 laps of the same track. So, just bear that in mind. But really good stuff, very positive stuff. Another thing that is very, very exciting, which has been released on the day that I'm recording this, is apparently for the Italian LAN event that we've got going on, somehow Nico has managed to worm his way into getting both Fantic and Honda to sponsor the event. Now, what that entails, I don't actually know, because he's just said they're sponsoring it, he hasn't released like a prize list yet. But can you imagine the levels of sweat if we rock up and all of a sudden there's like a brand new Fantic 125 on the line to win? Like that would be actually insane. And I'm waiting for him to release that, because as soon as he does, I'm just going to sit there and start grinding, depending on what it is. Because I would just be happy to rock up in the first place and, you know, attend the LAN event, attend the actual show as a whole, and just enjoy it for what it is. But if there's some like real serious prizes going on here, then I'm definitely going to have to step my game up, because I am very aware that at this moment in time, especially on the OEM bikes, which I believe is probably what we're going to end up racing on, I cannot compete with some of the other people. Like, my speed is just, it doesn't match up. So I'm going to have to put in a little bit of a shift. I'm going to have to start grinding, and of course that'll give me a good reason to like stream some more as well, just stream some grinding and I guess throw up some of the tracks that are going to be used for qualifiers in servers and ride about with you guys. And I've been enjoying the frequent live streams recently. So I'm recording this on Thursday. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream today actually, but Monday done some Papiti ranked grinding. Tuesday I streamed a factory GP race, and then on Wednesday we done some elimination races, and that was the first elimination race stream that I'd done, and it was very, very successful. It seems like it was well received, everybody really, really enjoyed it, which of course was a big old smile on my face, and we're definitely going to do some more of them, because there's like untold amounts of tracks on this game that work well for elimination races, and it was just really, really nice seeing that kind of competitive aspect come out in everybody. So obviously you've not got to be the fastest person in the world to join my public lobbies or servers as a whole. They are open to absolutely everybody, as long as you are a nice person and don't intentionally take everybody out. And it was really nice watching people that might be slightly newer to the game. I know someone was in there, he only had about 20 hours. But I guess they was kind of like comparing themselves to their previous elimination race. So the further they could get, the better in their eyes, and just seeing really how far they can make it. Not so based on raw speed, but more so based on, I guess, consistency as a whole. So it's really, really nice to see. Definitely like heartwarming, and you see when people would get knocked out and they'd come into the chat and be like, oh, I'm still happy with where I made it to, even though I didn't win. And it was a really, really good time. So definitely want to try and stream as much as possible. I've said it in the past, and I've failed on it multiple times. I feel like there's something a little bit different this time, where we're mixing it up and not just doing the same old public lobbies all the time. But it should be very, very exciting stuff. I may even do some more ranked grinding tonight, Thursday night. I aware this is going to be like a day or two ahead when you're watching the video. Yeah, definitely might do that. And then on Friday, of course, we've got the final round of the SMX playoffs at the LA Coliseum, which I'm very, very excited for. And then, unfortunately, we'll see how this goes, because I get very, very easily distracted. However, Friday is also the day that EAFC 24 comes out, which is the new FIFA game. And I know a lot of you are like, oh my god, football/soccer, who cares? Like, grow up, it's grown men kicking a ball. But there's something about it. I've grown up most of my life with Charlie, you know, playing like pro clubs games on FIFAs year after year. We've got that chemistry, you know, we haven't even got to like talk half the time, we just know what each other's going to do on the pitch, and we always link up well together. And I feel like it's just like religion at this point. We have to get the new one, have to play it and see how it goes. So I'm hoping I don't get too distracted by that and spend all day grinding that out, and I still carry on what I'm doing on the bike side of things, whether it's from TikTok or YouTube, live streaming, whatever it may be. It's very exciting stuff. I might even stream some pro clubs, who knows. I know not everyone's here for it. It'll probably reach maybe like 20 people in total, but it should still be a good time. And it's actually not a terrible thing doing those smaller streams from time to time, because it definitely gives the people that are interested in it more of a chance of just having like a normal conversation and interaction with me when the chat's not being like full of a bunch of different questions. It's a lot more calm and like almost in a permanent slow mode. So it's good stuff. So very, very positive. I'm feeling good. I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now, which is the most important thing. And in talking about enjoying stuff, this track it's definitely been a bit of a weird one for me. So I thought it'd be a lot more like massive, big old booters up in the air than it is. It seems to be more on like the slalomy corners side of things than anything. I thought there'd be some big old jumps that you can throw it fat and throw it sideways on. And it's actually not as slippery as I thought it'd be. I'm not sure if I've just adjusted to it like fairly quickly. But yeah, it's not that slippery at all. But overall, I feel like it's a very solid built track, and I like the concept as a whole. I just thought with a name like BOOTER COVE, I really expected it to like really live up to that name and have just massive jumps all over the place. In saying that, I've not tried these hidden jumps over here just yet, so let's go over here and see how big these boys are over in this corner. Where are they? I don't want to just fall through the world. Go on, there we go, right, we're through. So I believe it goes clockwise. Let's try hitting this bad boy. Oh, it's just a normal tabletop. That's very difficult to see. That's very difficult to see the landing. Okay, right. I think that's going to come down to muscle memory more than anything, because you can't really see where the landing is. So we're just going to have to try and wing it. Oh, I've not made it. I can see where that one was. Jesus Christ. So that one is the biggest booter on the track. Noted. Reed did mention in the post on this that this track is best enjoyed with shaders on. As you guys know, I have had shaders removed for quite some time now, just trying to sort out game crashes. So I apologise that I'm probably not showing the track off to the best of its ability with shaders, but if I remember, I'm going to see if I'm going to edit this as soon as I finish recording it. Oh my god, that jump is huge. Oh my... I didn't show off there and I still didn't make it. If I remember, I'll go back through, and in the editing process, I will try and brighten it up a bit and boost the colours, because especially being under the water here, it's like a slightly darker texture, which can be a little bit difficult to see. Let's see if we can actually get over this. Let's stretch it rather than whipping it. Stab the back brake. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect to be getting over, like, just stressing over one jump so much. I'm on a 450 for crying out loud. It should be very easy. I mean, this tabletop here is nice and small. Right, final attempt. I'm going to rail this corner as hard as we can. Alright, good drive, good drive. Don't shut off. Stretch it out. And then dab the brake. Bring it back down to landing. Oh, there we go. That was clean. I think, even still, I think I barely made that. But overall, fairly solid built track. I'm not sure off the top of my head if I've played any other tracks by Reed. But I like the creativity, 100%. If you do anything like this again, let's get some more big old booters on the actual track itself, just like this bad boy. Oh, holy. But I do recommend. Definitely simple, not difficult to learn by any means. I imagine would be a good amount of fun with your mates, like going back and forth and taking each other out in all of the like slalomy corners. And I hope you've enjoyed. If so, please do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'd really appreciate it. Have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you're up to, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.